Alright, welcome to episode... Shit, what episode are we on?
Were we really thinking about this in terms of episodes? It's episode Metroid 2.
Yeah, I'm shunting Mega Man Legends 2 down an episode for this. This deserves a full episode.
Yeah, Metroid.
So this is episode whatever of Adventures in Platforming, and we're gonna play the fan-made remake of Metroid 2. Hard?
Let's be 200% brutally honest. Even if someone were to find these after there have been many episodes, we would not be expecting them to watch them in order and just be like, oh, I like that game. Let's hear that.
That's true.
And then they'd be like, oh, these two jackasses never shut up. Time to not watch that anymore.
But what if they've purchased our high-quality DVD release and are watching them in order?
Why would we be releasing a DVD in the year 2028?
I don't know. Because I have a DVD burner.
Oh, man.
I'm sorry, what I meant to say is our high-quality Blu-ray, because I have a Blu-ray burner.
Yeah, I was saying, like, if you're gonna do that, go whole hog. The entire galaxy was like, there's this one planet, it's full of the worst species, please get rid of them.
So, unless my memory has completely failed me, I believe that whole intro sequence is completely new.
Well, it was originally a Game Boy game, so, like, the narration might have existed in, like, the frickin' manual, but I couldn't say it because I never saw it.
Yeah, and obviously this is taking heavy inspiration from Super Metroid, which is, yeah, you know, it's an okay source to work from.
It's a solid video game.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Somebody of the Night's better, but it's good.
You know, it's interesting,
Shots fired.
I cannot remember exactly when I played Metroid 2. I don't know if it was before or after playing Super.
Metroid 2 is a really weird game. It hasn't aged as badly as Metroid 1. But it's kind of a freak of a video game.
Yeah.
It is of the first people tend to want Metroid games to have Super Metroid's structure, and that's understandable because Super Metroid is very good. But like this doesn't have Super Metroid structure either.
No.
Certainly not the original version anyway.
And it really kind of fit, obviously, the limitations of the Game Boy.
Yeah, like this was them being like, we need something more focused that you can make much more concrete progress on because it's a portable game.
Yeah. So it obviously feels like a Metroid game, but...
So, like, they made it this...
What I always liked about it was, kind of those changes to make it more focused, make it feel different in a good way.
Like, for better or worse, no other Metroid game feels like this one.
Exactly.
With its weird lava puzzles.
So...
this is a very high quality fan game, but I do want to complain that shine effect when you save is the worst looking effect in the game.
Yeah, but everything else...
very, very high quality. By fan game standards, this is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a little silly. We'll give him a pass, though, because obviously a lot of love was put into this.
No, this is like, I point that out because it is so out of step with the quality of everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this looks a lot like, you know, I can only imagine that this project began I know that this project's been developed for years and years and years, like it finally came to fruition, but I feel like this project must have begun, like, a couple of years after Zero Mission.
Yeah. You know, I vaguely remember them releasing a demo of this.
So long ago, like,
yeah.
So long ago.
So, that's probably when they had the engine all put together, I assume?
Yeah, I'd imagine. at least the basics of everything. I never played that demo. I don't know. There's probably something interesting to be said about how different that demo looks, but.
So for anyone who's never actually played the original Metroid 2, so obviously it kind of has the look and feel of Metroid, but it's all based around tracking down the Metroids and killing them all, and as you kill certain numbers of them, it opens up new areas, and that's kind of how the progression works. I don't know how much like sequence breaking you can actually do in this game, but I do know that it was really fun. It's not just like really fun for a Game Boy game, like still really fun.
It's an interesting game. Like again, I think the search and destroy structure was probably something they thought up as in part to be like, okay, I did something very concrete in the short time that I was playing this Game Boy game.
Yeah. Obviously, you see here, you get the lava.
You fight all these Metroids that look nothing like Metroid. The life cycle of Metroid is a strange one.
What is this? Logbook. Wow.
That's new.
Wow. I don't even know what to say.
Yeah.
This is above and beyond.
Yeah, so like that thing where the lava just sort of drains, there's no real explanation for it in Metroid 2, it just happens.
Yeah, the original there's no like text or anything, it's kinda just
you see the screen shake, you hear the sound, and you probably manage to see the lava draining a little bit to realize what just happened.
Yeah. I mean, Super Metroid was the first time you really got like concrete story at the beginning.
Yeah.
So.
And even then, with Super Metroid, you only got really concrete plot at the beginning.
Yeah. So
that cuts. Yeah.
This is pretty impressive. So, you know, I wouldn't say this about the majority of fan projects, but in this case, yeah, dude should be hired by Nintendo. Just saying.
Here's to hoping that he gets somewhere.
And, you know, should replace that shine effect. That looks funky.
Yeah. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
No, it's fine. Well, he actually released a patch after all the takedown notices and whatnot, so...
It's just a patch. It doesn't fix... It doesn't give you the entire game. But, I feel like, I'm of two minds about the reactions that people got. Like, it's like, I am sad that, like, oh, people won't be able to play this. Or at least, they won't, like, have Nintendo's blessing to do it. Like, it's the internet, it's never going away. But at the same time, there's also the fact that, one, it's a new game, it is in competition with the new game they just released, and two, it's a fairly faithful remake of a game they still sell.
Yeah. So, yeah.
You can kind of see why they would be like, this is maybe a little low for one. Like, there is the occasional, like, question.
Oh god. Oh
like,
god.
why did you come
Oh god.
like
Oh god. Oh god.
Why did you do this? But there is the occasional, like, question of, like, why did you wait until the game was out to cease and desist it? And the answer is probably that until it's out, there's no reason to assume that it will ever come out.
Yeah.
And that's true of every fan game. And it's not like, oh, like, how could you not, like, how could you... It's one of those things where it's like, most fan games will, like, the legal issue will take care of itself when the thing never comes out. It's so much work. Look at how much work went in this.
Yeah, I was gonna say I could think of one fan project that they announced super early and then got the whole cease and desist. That whole Chrono Trigger remake project.
Oh man, Chrono
that back in the
Resurrection, your favorite.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of the reactions
Or
as.
Chrono
Go ahead. What were you saying?
I was gonna say, or Chrono Trigger, Crimson Echoes.
I don't even remember that one. Yeah, I was gonna say a lot of the fan reactions, as is often the case, are a bit ridiculous. Like, oh, doesn't Nintendo have anything better to do? Yes, because the whole company was involved with a takedown notice for a fan game.
It's more that like their lawyers really don't have anything better to do. That's
Yeah, seriously. That's their job. What the hell else are they supposed to be doing?
But yeah, it's one of those things where like I feel bad because like this is a beautiful, passionate labor of love that like ideally plenty of people play, and well, this is the internet. Everyone's going to play it if they want to. But it's one of those things where it's like I can totally understand why like this could not be allowed to live free and unmolested.
Right.
Because wow.
This is crazy.
So, Wheels, what's your favorite non-Super Metroid?
Oh, that's a Prime.
That's gonna be the answer for a lot of people.
I thought about it for like half a second. It's like, oh, duh, Prime. But past that, past the two pillars, Metroid Other M. Just kidding.
Don't.
Just, yeah.
I don't lie.
Federation Force.
Hey, that's not a bad game. Like,
No.
I could see someone legitimately having that at the table if they had the chance to play it with other people.
Yeah, I wouldn't really include that in the list either. Like, I wouldn't include the pinball game or anything.
Metroid Prime Pinball is an excellent pinball game.
Yay, bombs.
Yeah, that's something that you want to be on record as having said.
Oh, crap.
In any case,
it'd probably be Metroid 2. As
For
far
me,
as the
it-
2D ones go. That or Zero Mission.
yeah, Zero Mission, like Zero Mission, like how much are you willing to forgive like the stealth segment, basically?
I mean, what was the other one? Fusion?
Yeah, Fusion.
Yeah, I certainly like that game, but
It's
Zero
not really
Mission.
Sure.
Yeah, Zero Mission and 2 I would definitely put higher. You know, I might put Prime 2 or 3 ahead of Zero Mission. I don't know. I haven't played them in a while, so probably have to re-examine that. I know from what I recall, the Prime 2, I really liked it, but it definitely had some issues. So. Yeah, I know people were really annoyed that we haven't had a new Metroid game in some time, but to be honest, I really think the series needed a break after Other M.
Yeah.
The reaction to that was certainly not positive.
Yeah, it was a little venomous.
Just a little bit. What the fuck? Man, how do I get this freaking energy tank? Oh, you need the beam that goes through everything. I think that's what it is. My memory of this game is slowly returning.
I'm sure it'll betray you.
Oh, for sure. It's been so long. Obviously, as you can see from this large room, you get the squirt attack in Metroid 2.
Yeah, and also the friggin' spider ball.
Oh yeah, the spider ball. I love the spider ball.
Yeah, they spent a long time not using that for some reason. I was never quite clear on why that doesn't really show up in many games. Like it's this and Prime. But hey, you got the spring ball. There's a lot of just like I don't quite get like the amount of just statues that are shooting lasers here. There's a lot of them.
They certainly are. Well, that's interesting. I don't think the grabbing of the ledge and going up and was that in the original Metroid 2?
No, it was not. The power grip debuted in Fusion.
In Fusion, really? So
Yeah.
not even Super.
No, there's no ledge grabbing in Super.
Well, that's cool then.
It's very useful for a game with this much morph valve. So many missile tanks in this video game.
Oh. Huh.
Yeah, this is.
Skills.
Oh, what are you doing?
Skills, yeah.
Is that what we're calling skills?
I think so. I don't think that was that easy to figure out.
What a skill blind. And you can't even get through here to the upgrade that lives within. You have to go the long way around.
I'm gonna have to remember to put a note in the video that no, I will not provide download links for the game.
Yeah. No, that's you're on the internet. You can find it.
Yes.
You, like, it's not hard to work out. This game's name is another Metroid 2 remake, and Google is your friend.
Maybe I'll just include a link to Metroid 2 on the eShop.
Can you actually link eShop games online?
To like the webpage for the eShop, yes.
Oh. I do feel kind of sad that you can't gift eShop games anymore. You could on the Wii and on no other digital platform other than Steam.
Yeah, it really sucks.
I've wanted to gift people VC games in the past, but they're not Wii VC games. They don't happen. You are sure this Chozo is hiding something.
It's really bothering me.
Listen, you have to give up the dream.
No,
At least there's no long game in this game.
Why is there this whole area under here? Why is that? Why would they do that?
It's a copy and pasted room.
Why would they do that to me?
It's a copy and pasted room.
I don't believe that for a second.
Why would you not believe that?
I don't know. Alright, enough of this.
Define object. Chozo statue. How long are you gonna stay in this room?
You'll see in a second.
Okay, you finally left. Like, I was half believing that you were about to just wander back in. I was gonna say, you ever seen the absolutely hideous pre-release screens of Metroid Zero Mission?
No.
There's some,
when it was like a chibi or something?
Yeah, there's chibi one, and then there's like a really bad-looking fade, and...
Yeah, I think it was on US Game where I saw that they compared the look to that to Federation Force.
Yeah, Federation Force, for whatever other complaints you want to level on it, as a much more, like, its art style much more fits that.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, chibi Zero Mission just... but... Some really nice, like, just all of the backgrounds.
Yeah, all the backgrounds are fantastic. Spider-Ball! I didn't think you got it this early.
Yeah, no, it's a super early upgrade, at least in this version. I don't have a lot of experience with original flavor Metroid 2.
Sitting there on some grass that was killing me. I'm like, what? Why am I flashing? What's that noise?
What could possibly be going wrong?
What is murdering me? It's grass.
It's not even grass. Those are thorns. They are obviously thorns.
It's thorny grass.
Like, I'm not sure how they're hurting you through the power suit, but... I've been thinking about how much I need to, like, pick up some 3DS VC games, because I really need to pick up, like... Really what I want is Mega Man X and Link to the Past. Oh, and Super Mario World. Like, if I could have those three at all times. Like, if I could have all those...
Is Link to the Past on there?
Yeah. That was one of the first games.
Well, I know what I'm doing after this stream.
Give me your money and I will buy it instead.
I'll gift it to you. Oh,
like,
fuck.
Oh, no! Link to the Past is such an important formative video. Like, video games, like, if you looked into my mind's eye and tried to figure out, like, and asked it, what is a video game? Like, the first thing it would spit out would be either Super Mario World or Link to the Past.
Yeah. And it's so much better than the original, too. And also much better than this Zelda 2, which is trash.
That would have been like
That's right, I said it. Zelda 2 is utter...
Dark Souls of Zelda.
No, it is the dog poop
No one
of
ever
Zelda.
proclaimed that. Let's talk about that time that Miyamoto admitted that Zelda 2 is his least favorite Zelda game. Although not for the reason it's your least favorite.
No, probably not.
Although, Zelda 2 is the only one that could be considered a platformer and therefore eligible to be in this series.
Oh no, why would you do that? But Link's Awakening has some minor platforming.
There's no platforming, there is jumping. There's a difference.
God damn it. Fuck.
Oh man. One day you have to play a little bit of Zelda.
Why? Do we have to?
Yes.
Can't I just play like something? No!
You can play if you can mod your 3DS and play Adventure Time and Hey Ice Cream King, why'd you steal our garbage?
Oh well, that one's on DS. I can play that in a DS emulator.
I thought that was on 3DS only.
It's both.
Maybe I must be. Oh, it's both. Okay.
Yeah, you're thinking of
Let's think them.
the dungeon.
The Link to the Past knockoff.
Oh yeah. Is that on a streamable platform? Out of curiosity.
I think that's only on 3DS.
It's also on consoles.
Oh, it came out on consoles? I only
Yeah,
understood the 3DS
PS3, 360. I don't think it came out on PC. I think. And I don't think it's backward compatible on Xbox One.
Which is terrible. Okay, Secret of the Nameless Kingdom came out.
It's also on Vita, digital only.
Yeah, it's super weird. Yeah. No, there's a Windows port.
Is there? Shit. Oh.
Yeah. That's definitely fair to hear because it's not a platform at all.
Yes, it's not a play of that series.
You might stream it at some point. You might play it at some point. Stream it at some
stream
point.
It on RP Gamer, yeah. But for this show, we will definitely stream Hey Ice King at some point.
Steal our garbage.
Because, yeah, that is the good version of Zelda 2. And also
You
super
can just
fun.
claim it's Zelda 2 and get all those sweet views. Also, well,
I think wasn't that, so that was I don't want to mispronounce his last name, that was a Tom Hewlett
yeah.
directed game,
Hewlett.
who I believe is actually
Nameless Kingdom is.
Oh, so that's right. He joined there after Hey Ice King. Yeah. Okay. So I was gonna say, I think he actually is a Zelda 2 fan.
Yeah, he's always seemed like a pretty classy guy. So I always feel bad whenever I hear about like, oh, he's still.
Well, no one seemed to like explore the dungeon, but that was an awesome Adventure Time game.
I was a tremendous fan of Silent Hill Shattered Memories.
And I really liked Book of Memories, actually.
Yeah, I feel bad because, like, by all accounts, the development of Silent Hill Book of Memories was Konami said make Silent Hill a dungeon crawler. It's just like, but
Yeah,
like
well,
of course the scorn got heaped upon, you know, the visible
course.
target.
But I found most of the reviews of Explore the Dungeon hilarious because they complained about how easy it was, and I'm like, if you...
It's a kid's game.
No, here's the thing about how the game works. So, like, the first 20 floors of it are relatively easy, and then the game really picks up from there and gets, like, brutally hard. And it really doesn't take that long to get that far in the game either, so... Yeah...
Yeah, but there's also, like, it should be fairly easy to start out with. It's a kid's game.
Fuck. I'm determined to spider-ball my way to secrets. Oh, I should go heal up. It's probably making this video really boring, so I may cut out some of this.
Yeah, like that's one of the reasons that we kind of like are going to go on tangents a bit with this. Is that like a lot of the Metroid experience is wandering around and sort of trying to remember where you were going. So,
and also being like, I got this new ability. Where can I go with it? shit, some of the enemies respond.
That's what you've earned. One day you'll get an energy tank and things will be less touch and go. I should probably not sing songs that exist.
Got it. Oh, come on. Missiles.
You know, your pal, missiles. There's a lot of missiles. There's always more missiles in a Metroid game than anyone could feasibly need, because like no one but crazy people are getting all of them, so it's just like, oh.
More missiles.
But if you get all of them, it's like, oh, there's 200 of these. There's 200 of these. There's no reason to ever use these. It's like, because like by the end of the game, you know, like to take Super Metroid, because that's the example everyone's thinking of, like, you get like the plasma beam. Okay, you never need to ever use regular missiles ever.
Yeah.
Because they're not as strong as missile. Because they're not as strong as a charged plasma shot.
Well, that's all that was there. Alright, let's see, where are some open areas? Whoops.
Now I'm just thinking about how I've never really gotten far enough in Zelda 2 to get past like the first dungeon or so. It's like I always get pretty turned around on where I'm actually supposed to go, and also the game is grindy and hard.
That's a good place to stop.
But hey, all the sages from Ocarina of Time are named after towns in it.
Ugh.
Aru and Ruto and all them.
Never noticed that for obvious reasons. For the obvious reasons that I wanted to forget about Zelda too.
It's too late. Ocarina of Time made sure you have to remember it.
Well, I didn't, because I didn't remember any of the names of those towns. They did not ring a bell. What? Trashville? Garbage Town.
That's from Ice King. Why'd you steal our garbage?
Oh god. Evil grass.
You're really just having a forever war with thorns.
Yeah, so these are the basic Metroids. Eventually...
There are multi-Metroids.
Yes. Oh fuck. Almost died. That would have been embarrassing.
Oh no, I died in a stream. I've never done that before.
Well, I died against the easiest Metroids in the game. That would have been embarrassing.
I seem to recall, like, from what I am given to understand, they made the Metroids harder in this one as a general rule.
Interesting.
Like, just... They are vulnerable from fewer directions than they were in the Game Boy version.
Well, it's a good thing I didn't pick hard then.
Shh. I know you were thinking of it because you were pretty close. King of Metroid, Titan. Titan of Metroid.
Why can't Metroid crawl?
Because Metroid is a ball. It's a good couplet, isn't it? And I love, like, whenever I'm just thinking about, like, Super Metroid at this point. And I love how, like, to experienced players, there's only one thing that the grapple beam is actually useful for. And that is that there is one block that if you grapple from it, it disappears. And that's where they hit the spring ball. Trying to get the spring ball, you have to use the grapple beam to get it.
Alright, so we cleared all the Metroids in this area, so time for an earthquake.
Yeah. Just like real life. I love this entire plot because it's basically based... Like, I'm not even, like... At least in the Game Boy version, it's not even clear, like, how you could morally undertake this idea of, like, why not just not go to SR388?
Yeah.
It's not ever implied that anything lives there. I'm pretty sure that this... Like, I'm pretty sure the climax of Fusion blows SR388 up without anyone thinking about it. So, like, it's not like anyone lives there.
So why not just blow the whole thing up to begin with?
No. That's ridiculously destructive and could be, like, mess with gravitational fields and all that. I'm saying, why not just not go there? Let's just not go to SR388. There's no reason to assume that Metroids would leave the planet if left to their own devices.
And not captured by space pirates?
Listen, you get rid of the space pirates and then you don't have to think about it. Eradicating every last Metroid seems grossly more, like, time-consuming and expensive than that. As it turns out, there's only like 40 of them anyway.
I think the idea was they're so dangerous that they had to, I guess.
Like, you just mark that on the map as the Forbidden Zone. All of the
But then
planets like that. All the planets that have names like that in the Galaxy of Terror.
But then you kill them all, and it's like, oh, cute baby Metroid.
I love you, tiny squid monster.
And then, what was I gonna say? And then Fusion is like, oh, the Metroids were all actually keeping these more dangerous thingies at bay.
Yeah, like, it reaches...
Nice work.
It's the exact logical conclusion of, like, what happens when you remove something from the ecosystem.
Yeah,
oh, something
seriously.
else gets out of control.
And I remember the story of Fusion is pretty decent, but I don't think there was enough regret shown for killing all the Metroids.
As a general rule, like, the idea of just send someone in and kill all of them is a crazy person's idea of how to deal with that sort of situation. But, like the Metroid canon is not deep enough to really examine the ramifications of such a choice. Like, it's not really equipped to tell that kind of story, because it's not really interested in doing it, and never really set up the foundation to do so. I want to say that, like Metroid got retconned at some point to be like the Choso word for, like, mighty hunter. But, like, I guess that's why every game's a Metroid. You're always the Metroid yourself.
Well, I guess part of the whole problem with the story is they probably didn't think about it too deeply when they made Metroid 2. And
they made a Game Boy game, and they wanted to make a game. They wanted to make a game about, like, okay, you've got really discrete goals because you're going to play a Game Boy game for 5 minutes and then turn it off. So you need to be able to do something quickly, and Metroid games, by their nature, can't do much quickly because they're about slow-paced exploration. So, okay, here's a counter that ticks down. If you kill the Metroid, you've accomplished something. So then you run into, like, okay, what story justifies that? Well, the Metroids are the star of the series, and, like, Metroids as a whole are kind of, like, super dangerous. What if you need to eradicate the Metroids because they're just that dangerous? Okay. There's your plot. Like, it was a plot that was created to serve the gameplay. That was me assuming a lot about this game's development cycle.
I think a lot of the older series kind of developed stories like that. I mean, you look at Zelda and how they eventually connected all the timelines for a bunch of games where they probably never even thought about doing any sort of thing like that.
The thing to always remember about that Zelda timeline in Hyrule Historia is that they admitted that, like, this timeline is subject to change, basically at any whim or no whim at all, because it really isn't something they care about, and there's no reason to.
No.
The only thing you ever need to know about Zelda continuity is the parts that the game you're playing chooses to reference.
Exactly.
Everything else is a fun bonus.
Yeah. Obviously,
Like,
something like this cares more about continuity, but and
yeah,
Zelda,
like,
no.
There is not the mantle of Samus Aran that is getting passed down from person to person.
Yeah.
Although that might be an interesting way to write other M out of continuity. But
Here, I have a great way to write other M out of continuity. Just be like, yeah, we fucked up. That's gone.
no, that would be more acknowledgement they'd want to share it. They just don't talk about it again.
Yeah,
like Federation.
You
You do like Federation Force. It's set far enough away that you don't have to think about it or talk about it. It's the Devil May Cry 2 school of just don't talk about it. Just don't say anything. Like, when something shames you, it's often less profitable to spend the time writing it out of canon than to just not talk about it.
This boss is really not that hard, and I'm just effing up the timing.
That's true of many bosses.
Also, of interesting note, I don't think this boss was in the original game.
That's
that
fine.
I can recall.
Or it might just be unrecognizable because it was a Game Boy creature.
That too,
But, yeah.
actually.
But yeah, like there were changes made, and it would be interesting to like go down with a fine-tooth comb. I should just do the stupid thing I did with Winter Silver Star, but with Metroid 2. Ladies and gentlemen, I make poor choices.
Okay, I could be getting way more shots in than I have been getting, so that's why I'm probably gonna... Oh, no! Success! Eventually.
Success. I've got some games to play at this point, and like next month it's gonna make it worse.
Yeah.
He's
September,
gonna take his time on
October.
Mankind Divided.
Secrets. No! Oh God. This room is not nice. Okay. So yeah, this is something you'll definitely be doing in Metroid 2.
Yeah.
See something to crawl up and immediately want to figure out how to get up there.
One day I should just do like an awful series of amateur analysis articles comparing video games to their remakes.
Alright, don't fuck this up. I fucked it up.
Remakes are fascinating. I swear. Gonna compare that like weird, that like weird PS2 Rygar to that awful Wii port of it that just changed the main character's character model to be something slightly more spiky. Did you die?
No, I almost had it.
I believed in you, and I should have. I'm so sorry to have given you that false confidence.
Spider balling too early. Alright, that was weird. Okay. Success.
Successful.
Oh, hey, it's a super missile door.
Oh man.
I don't think the original version of this even had super missiles.
Yeah, I should play some original Metroid 2.
Yeah. Almost feel like I should fire that up at the end of the stream just for comparison's sake, but eh.
You can do a guidance stream if you got time sometime later.
Yeah.
Maybe after the next recording of like Q&A. We will see. Teach us how to live.
Definitely want to at least get to some of the more interesting Metroid bosses.
Get a second Metroid. Metroid 2, another Metroid.
Well, did you see the title of the stream?
Oh, I should check that. Yeah. I'll have to refresh. It'll be fine. Load up Twitch. Now you're having trouble. Do it. Electric Samasalu. I was hoping that you would go for Metroid 2 Metroid in reference to the classic Jungle 2 Jungle.
No, I'm not aware of Jungle 2 Jungle.
You're not big on Jungle 2 Jungle?
No.
Oh god. Now I'm just remembering a drill tweet.
What about Jungle Love by The Time?
I did not say that the kid from Jungle 2 Jungle should be sent to Guantanamo Bay. I just said it would be racist if he was. Thanks, Drill. Despite everything, I am still looking forward to the release of Jungle 3 Jungle, which was delayed to 2038 because of trolls. Drill is a bunch.
Drill is hilarious.
I liked the weird Ursat screw attack effect that happens if you jump with a fully charged shot.
Energy Patter scan. 7 Metroids in the area.
Yeah, there's 7 more Metroids. Do you have what it takes to kill them?
The last Metroid is not in captivity. The galaxy is not at peace. How dare you? Alright, still a basic one. Guessing all these buildings and stuff are supposed to be Chozo ruins.
Something like that. I've not ever been clear on how many different planets do the Chozo live on, or what they did.
It seems like all of them.
Yeah, kinda. I just like, oh, yeah, we spread around the galaxy and then disappeared, I guess.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man, does whatever a spider can. Spider-Pig, Spider-Pig, does whatever a spider-pig does. It's a large room. I forgot how big some of the rooms in this game are. Still the basic Metroids. I thought you saw some of the more advanced ones by now. This is still pretty early. Not that this is a super long game, but you should look up and see
Metroid.
what the shortest speed run of Metroid 2 is. Out of curiosity.
Time to find out. Okay, Metroid 2 world record appears to be 59 minutes.
Damn.
100%, an hour and 3 minutes. Metroid 2, the displayed end time is ignored, thanks to Blade Gash for discovering that when the game is saved, it only keeps track of the whole minute elapsed. As a result, if you save it 59 seconds with a minute into a minute, you've just cut off 59 seconds.
That's funny.
As a result, times are calculated by starting from Samus's first appearance to save completed in each segment and adding up the results. Sweet Demos Archive. You're a very 2003 website.
Music for this game was nicely redone.
Yeah, I've heard bits of that. It's a nice sound.
Probably not the highest quality, but it's definitely extremely good, so...
It's a good remix.
I think this is a newish area. I don't think the original had water? I don't really remember. This seems very new.
Now you're really gonna have to play Metroid 2 original.
Yeah, seriously. May go download that right after this because I don't think I ever picked it up from the Virtual Console.
You have what it takes. Why am I looking at this, like, GIF of Breath of the Wild that's killing me?
Oh, that game. I cannot wait for that freaking game.
Look at all these dumb things you can do. Check it out.
You know what? I just had a thought. Since there are a bunch of new areas and stuff in this game, it's probably a lot longer.
Quite possibly. Depends upon, like, well, a lot of factors right now. Ah! Oh, someone got added.
Because the two of us.
Comes some new challenges. Here. Sorry, man. Two of us just weren't good enough for this month.
Clearly.
You tag in someone else. That Metroid 2 is a white one. I wonder if there is enough parkour and clambering over walls in Deus Ex for me to pretend it's a platform.
Yes. Why not?
There's a lot more clambering over walls in that.
Hey there.
Hey, we're streaming Metroid 2.
The remake.
There we are.
We are streaming another Metroid 2 remake. Hello, Ian.
Another one. There's a second one.
That's what it's. That's the one you're thinking of is called another Metroid 2 remake.
Okay. All right. Where is the link?
Yeah, let me pull this up. It's twitch.tv/askwheels.
Very astute.
Okay. Okay. So, ask we all lowercase.
I don't think it's case sensitive.
Yeah, I don't think that. Is there any like internet like web address that can even make a web address case sensitive? I don't think we can.
That is a good question that I should probably know due to my advanced degree.
Like I seem to recall my introduction web class guy.
That seems like something you should know.
Like I seem to recall like my web design guy saying that.
Oh, you need
like,
to mute the
college.
stream, or else it's gonna just loop really hard.
Yeah. Better.
Better.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, you can totally make case-sensitive URLs.
Yeah, I thought so.
That's just weird to me.
Well, that's cool. This is well done.
Yeah, it's extremely well. Oh, hold on. Well, let me pull up. They added a whole mission log.
Captain's log.
Absolutely not in the original game.
Metroid. Okay, Captain's log, Stardate, Metroids.
Like, the level of attention to detail in this thing is absurd.
Yeah, this is really cool. Like, I looked at it for a few minutes and I'm like, this looks like it'd be really neat. And it turns out it is.
I mean, a lot of fan games like this, you know, it's like, okay, that looks cool, but, you know, most of the time it doesn't reach the levels of the source material. Like, I want to check out that whole Pokemon Uranium game because it looks interesting, but I'm sure it's not that great. But this,
yeah.
But
this
by all
is something
accounts,
else.
It gets worse and worse as it goes on. But, yeah. Oh, I
Just
just
use the
hear.
spider ball.
Oh man, well that's what he's using constantly.
What did you hear?
I heard that the ending of Pokemon Uranium is amazing, and by amazing I mean like the worst thing.
I'm
Let me go
kind
look
of curious
this up.
now.
I'm looking this up to verify that what I heard was correct. Because like what I heard was essentially that you find like the horrible mutant like Pokemon combination, like Pokemon and your mom's corpse.
Are you kidding? That's the best. That's the best
like
ending ever.
The worst. That's like the worst idea anyone's ever had.
Wow.
I'm sure that a lot of effort went into Pokemon Uranium, but sometimes it obviously went into the wrong ideas.
Yeah. Whereas this went into all the right ideas except the light flare on the save.
Yeah, no, that looks super cheap. But it's fine. I prefer to think of it as a character flaw.
I thought of it as a character flaw.
No.
Oh wait, we're on the PS4.
No, we're not doing this joke. I don't want to think about this joke anymore. We're gonna go back into Snake Tail.
Spider Ball.
That sounded like you said Spite Ball?
I remember when I played the original Metroid 2 on the Game Boy. The Spider Ball just basically let you go everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get
Like
it
once
super
you
early
had
in
the
this
Spider
version.
Ball, you got it pretty early in the Game Boy version too.
Okay.
Like once you got the Spider Ball, it was like if you were patient enough, you could basically get anywhere.
The only places you couldn't go are where there was too much lava to survive.
You see, like this version thought of, hey, what if we put some spikes to stop you
Keep
from using the
going to certain
spider
places.
to stop you from going to the Spider Ball all the time.
It would be tediously, hideously slow, but
Like I remember crawling up the walls of the starting area, which is supposed to come in from the sky, and thinking, how high is this cliff going to go? And it eventually goes into the part of the atmosphere, like it starts going so high up in the air that they put something in the air that's kind of like lava that kills you. And that's what they stop you from going up so high.
you were killed by the ionosphere.
Like I guess you were actually trying to act like, oh, you're going into the atmosphere.
Alright. I don't remember where I'm supposed to be going. Got 4 Metroids left to open the next area.
Metroids all have the key cards to get rid of all that lava.
That is true. There's a Metroid.
I don't think it's actually a Metroid. It's just some...
Well, it was a shell of one.
Oh yeah. Oh god. Oh god. No, fuck you.
Like, it's hilarious for watching this, and we know you're gonna have trouble in like a few seconds. Oh yeah, I remember this.
This seems. Oh man, you're getting punked by Metroid.
It's alright.
You're about to get killed by this
No,
Metroid.
no, it's fine. It's fine. It's
Okay,
fine.
you
It's
survived
all
that
fine.
Metroid shot. Is that really what we're gonna call fine? Like,
It's
are we
fine.
debasing
Are there not like energy tanks?
There are, he just hasn't found any of them.
Yeah.
Which is weird, because when I was watching Pete stream this, even he found one. That was needlessly rude to both of you, and I apologize.
No, it's fine. I deserve it.
Yeah, but he didn't.
Oh.
This is
These
why
are
can't Metroid kill?
these are definitely new areas.
Why can't Metroid-
Oh yeah. It is not a one-to-one map at all. They
No.
invented tons of shit for this.
Neither of us remembers Metroid 2 very well.
I don't remember it very well either, but I remember it enough to know that there was nothing like this.
And you couldn't grab on ledges in the original,
No.
obviously.
Yeah, you couldn't be kept grab up.
No, they gave it the full zero mission treatment, which was a good idea.
Yeah. I do wonder, like, what a zero mission from Nintendo would look like. And I keep thinking to myself that it probably wouldn't have the lava in it, but I have no way of verifying that. Oh, you got the high jump boots. You need to
Maximum jam.
Oh man, you really do need to get yourself some sort of. You really do need to get yourself some energy tanks.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
Oh man, there it is.
Oh, like, yeah.
You might not die. Now it'll be even more shameful when you die.
Guys,
Are
I'm
there
not
only
gonna
like
die.
4 energy tanks?
There can't be that many. Look at that screen.
I don't know. Unless the missile moves over.
Well,
People getting crowded out.
there definitely weren't a ton in the original.
Yeah.
Okay, how do I get this missile? This is gonna drive me absolutely insane. I don't even need more missiles.
Yeah, why do you want this?
Because it's there.
That's a
come
really
on,
bad
Dave.
reason to want things.
You've played these kinds of games before.
I know, but like I give up on things really quickly.
No, it's fine, I got it.
Yeah, I don't need this other weird foam canister and what the hell was it? There's the Metroidvania with guns and Nolan North.
Shadow Complex.
Shadow Complex. Yeah, I don't need it. Don't need the foam canister. Never used the foam. Still gonna get this foam canister expansion.
That game is good, but its color palette is so muted. It kind of makes it less fun.
It is a very, very samey game.
Very
Like-
gory game.
It's not just the color palette. The gameplay too, and even all the
Whoa.
abilities are not very interesting.
It's still a good game, but yeah.
Yes, it is very. It's combination. You know, I'd even say it's unique for Metroidvania in that it, it's sort of modern and shootery. This isn't going the way you planned.
Has any of this really got, like, if you'd been here, you'd know that none of this has gone the way he planned.
You didn't see the whole segment where I was trying to crawl across a ceiling with enemies getting in the way and failing repeatedly.
That was just tragic. I couldn't even really comment much on that. I'm not even sure what you think you're doing.
Like, you were at the top and then you decided I'm going to go back down.
Yeah, I was like, I want to kill all those statues because they were normal. So
I don't understand,
Like,
like what causes your brain prioritize.
Your vengeance is more important.
You've only gotten vengeance on your own time.
I mean, I would just be playing Hearthstone otherwise.
Okay, well that is more degenerate, but not
Why
as
why
more
would you be
degenerate
playing
as-
Hearthstone and not finishing Trails of Cold Steel?
Because I play Hearthstone instead of lots of things.
Yeah,
Like that sounds like the kind of like excuse an alcoholic makes.
Honestly, if I'm playing a turn-based RPG, I will play it alongside Hearthstone because I take really short turns and most people take really long turns and it drives me nuts.
I remember like the time that you were like, okay, okay, I'm not gonna jailbreak my iPhone to install the iPad Hearthstone app onto it. And then you did, like, 2 hours later.
Yeah. And yeah, I kept using that until they made it so.
Like, then you uninstalled it because you were like, oh, that's a really bad way to play it. Then you reinstalled it an hour later and just did that
It wasn't
for
an hour,
hours.
but it was pretty quick. But yeah, and that time I kept it on there until they updated it to not work on iPhones anymore. In preparation for the iPhone app that actually took a long time after that to finally freaking come out. So
Who would have thought that a Blizzard game would take a long time to come out? I would never have guessed. Oh, you got there. You got it. You can finally get that set of missiles
that I
clearly
absolutely
the
do
one
not
slot
need at
in.
this point because I have 90.
You needed all 90 of those missiles.
Yeah.
You won't consider this. You're not gonna stop until you got 95, or are you?
No, he has to have 95 missiles.
Oh, he actually left.
Oh, wow.
I'm surprised at your discretion showing the better part of your
Oh no, I
life.
just obviously recognized that one you have to get at from below.
Of course. Why would I expect different? Oh yeah, you could also get Super Metroid on your new 3D.
Is that out on?
Yeah, it's on new 3DS for the
What am I doing
SNES
here?
PC.
What am I doing here?
Like, how do I not own basically all of those? The only one I wouldn't want to own is like Mega Man 7.
And I bought that for some reason.
Why?
I don't know.
Well, now you have to play it next episode because you need to atone for your shame.
We already played Bad Mega Man. We're not doing that again.
Man.
You clearly wanted it. Like you were like, yeah, let's buy Mega Man 7.
Man.
No,
Get
it's
the
like,
one
oh,
good-
Mega Man X is out yet. Let me.
But why don't
Play
I fill that
trash,
gap
I
in my
guess.
life with the worst possible alternative?
Yeah.
That's like saying, man, I really want to play Tokyo Xanadu. I'll just play Xanadu next. Even though it's a Diablo
No.
clone. And it's nothing
No,
like
no.
Tokyo Xanadu.
Oh, because at least Xanadu Next is a decent attempt at what it's doing. No, that would be like playing Xanadu Next for the N-Gage.
Fair
I love
enough.
looking at the list of things that came out on the N-Gage because they're all the worst things. You can play Glitterati.
Isn't there a
Splinter Cell.
Resident Evil.
Splinter Cell
this-
Chaos Theory.
Yes, Chaos Theory, Elder Scrolls Travel Shadow Key.
Did that
That
ever actually come out?
Yeah, that came out.
It's tragic.
Yeah, Elder Scrolls Travel Shadow Key, and... Okay, now I'm just gonna go careful with that game. Maybe one of them's a Metroid knockoff, we'll never know. I had a good time yesterday because I found out Wikipedia had a category for direct-to-DVD sequels,
Nice.
so I could find out about Bloodsport 4 Deadly Kumite.
What? What?
Yeah, they somehow got to Bloodsport 4. Let's see, list of N-Gage games. Oh yeah, Asphalt GT, which is Ubisoft's favorite, like, we don't care, here's a launch game racing game. Oh man, Call of Duty. Colin McRae Rally 2005. Colin McRae has been dead for like 10 years at this point. Crash Nitro Kart. Yo, Scrolls Travel. Shadow Key. Flowboarding.
Flowboarding. Okay.
The King
Wonderful.
of Fighters Extreme.
Yeah.
Marseille Desali Pro Soccer. Mile High Pinball. What?
Well, if it was Zidane Pro Soccer, I would have been all in.
Of course you would be.
The only thing I remember about Zidane was the headbutt.
Exactly.
That's the only thing anyone in America remembers.
Like, it was an
Pathway
internet
40.
meme briefly.
Puyo Pop.
Oh,
Bubble Bobble
this
Rayman 3,
looks
why?
great. This looks great.
Rift,
Look at
Promise
this.
of Power.
Look at this fucking... this goddamn fan puzzle.
Fine. Metroid is no stranger to fan puzzles. Super Monkey Ball Jr., which might have been better than the Game Boy Advance version, but would have definitely been less interesting than the Game Boy Advance version. You expected 3D to occasion. I love the Game Boy Advance version of Super Monkey Ball because they made a polygon Super Monkey Ball game on the Game Boy for some reason.
Oh yeah, it looks
bizarre.
great. It looks fantastic.
It's surreal how good it looks compared to what you would expect when you heard Super Monkey Ball on the Game Boy Advance. The Crazy Taxi port on Game Boy Advance is also impressive, but also a bad idea. There is... Yeah, no license tunes for that, sadly. There is a bad Grand Theft Auto knockoff, originally for the Amiga, ported to the Game Boy Advance. That's also a bad idea to happen, for some reason.
The driver one?
Drive 3 on Game Boy Advance is amazing. How did this happen?
Everyone has to drive a car, even the very tall.
Oh, heavens.
Because that's the proportion he is to the cars.
He is humongous. Yeah, like I was just watching a video that was just like, here's some preposterous GBA 3D, and it ended with Asterix XXL 2, which is a 3D platformer on the Game Boy Advance. If you've never seen that, please go look it up.
It's crazy.
It was incredibly crazy.
Like, the fact that happens is surreal.
What are you
I
like trying to accomplish here?
I'm
I
trying
think
to
he is
looking for secrets.
You're looking for secrets in the stupidest way possible.
Alright.
I'm just not going to sugarcoat that.
Do they not have the X-ray scope in this game?
There's no X-ray scope in any game before Super.
Do they have?
Well, you don't know that they didn't add that.
They could have, I suppose. But I think power bombs are in them. I'm not sure.
Because power bombs also reveal things. It's just you have to spin the
Yeah.
power bomb. To
Yeah. Day after day, your whole life's a wreck.
Exactly.
Also, I don't believe you can combine the beams in the original, but I may not.
Yeah,
you
no,
can't.
You can.
You have
Okay.
to. You can't. You have to switch them.
That's what I thought.
You find them in
Yeah,
several
it's like
places and you
Metroid
switch them. Yeah. So
Which is like the
that was-
most obnoxious thing, and like,
Yeah.
it was just so glad that went away.
I like the weird like half step between the Super Metroid save points and the old school save points. Because like the old school save points are just little pillars.
Yeah,
And the Super
it's like
Metroids
they're-
are like sciencey
the
things,
thing.
and this like it's like a science pillar.
Welcome to the science pillar.
Yes.
Oh, good.
What are you doing? This like awful bomb thing that you're doing. Like, okay, you moved on past here. Oh no, it's something. This fake Chozo statue. Who could have guessed? Based
Oh
on-
no! I remember these things
Hey,
from
this
Metroid
boss
Fusion.
is straight. Yeah, this boss is straight from Metroid.
Then
Like,
again,
mechanics
that
have changed.
like that actually makes sense because you know they brought on all that stuff from SR388. Like that's
Yeah.
Metroid Fusion's story.
Yeah, and then you just decide to we're just gonna blow up through SR388
Fuck,
entirely.
why can't I hurt this thing?
Oh, this,
Have you
this
tried
is
bomb missiles?
Yeah.
Like
They're
they
bouncing off.
sometimes hit and sometimes don't.
Like why? Well, some things were hitting and some things weren't. I don't know what was.
Aha!
He's figured something out in the time.
Thing.
You'll see in a second. It'll be like an aha moment.
Oh, it's bombs. This is a nightmare.
Yeah, this is a nightmare. This is my nightmare.
I'm actually probably gonna die here because this thing is really hard.
Yeah, no, this looks brutal. Brutal up above the claw for your car Jaguar.
This looks like brutal doom.
It's brutal above the claw. I'm going back to Engage games.
Why?
And Tomb Raider and the original Tony Hawk Pro Skater. And Warhammer 40k Glory and Death. And WWE Aftershock.
Yes.
Both X-Men Legends games got ported to it for some reason.
Huh.
And Xanadu next. Oh man, we got a list of like games that got canceled for it, like Habbo Islands. And Leisure Suit Larry's Pocket.
That was
Leisure
back when
Suit Larry's...
Habbo was a thing.
Yeah. Leisure Suit Larry's Pocket Party. Shade, Wrath of Angels. Taito Memories! Who's gonna port Taito Memories to your freaking Engage? You play all your favorite Taito games like Elevator Action and Space Gun.
Space Gun.
Space Gun is the most amazing video game pad.
No, you gotta use the Taito fighting style.
Oh. But yeah, Space Gun we actually got in a so in Japan, like I'm gonna go on a giant tangent. In Japan, they got much more extensive Taito collections that were called Taito Memories. And in America, they just took a bunch of random, like, reasonably well-known games from those games and just jammed them onto the 2 Taito Legends collections. But in Japan, they had, like, 5 Taito Memories collections.
I just jammed a sandwich down my throat.
Oh. So you got stuff like Space Invaders Color, Fairyland Story, Kikai Kai, Aeko no Koshian, Majestic 12, the Space Invaders Part 4. Oh man, they got
Tell me what you know about Majestic 12.
Man. They got Puli-Rilla arcade gears in Japan.
Oh, you got it!
Various guides in that game super good.
Yeah, it was a lot easier the second time around.
The spring ball!
That's you've learned. The Athletic. These all have such awesome names. Scramble Formation.
The Oakland Athletics.
Chukatai. Then, oh yeah, Cloudmaster. Asuka to Asuka. SCI. Darius 2. Champion Wrestler. Sweet. Dino Rex. One day I'm gonna like put together a timeline of the Bubble Bobble plotline because it has such strange titles in it as Bubble Memories, the story of Bubble Bobble.
What?
So I would like to point out... No, stop you! I'm stopping you long enough to point out that despite being called Bubble Memories, the story of Bubble Bobble 3, that's the 4th Bubble Bobble game.
That's deeply confusing.
Not even counting that Rainbow Islands is also supposed to be a Bubble Bobble sequel, but it's one where Bub and Bob are children rather than giants.
Annoying fucking song.
No, we're not going down this road. No,
Goes on.
I hate you people. Oh man, and now I'm just looking at like the Bust Move games. There's an Azumanga Daioh Bust Move for some reason.
That's a little strange.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened. There's that 3DS launch Bust a Move / Puzzle Bobble game that no one remembers happened.
I remember.
Bust a Move.
I love Bust Move.
What's your favorite Bust a Move, Wheels? Is it Psychic Force Puzzle Tyson?
No, it's whatever one I played on PlayStation.
That could have been 2, 3.99 or 4.
Take your pick. They're all kind of the same.
No, there's some differences, because Bust-A-Move 3 had controversial changes that they had to dial back for 4. Oh, there's also Bust-A-Move 2X.
I think I actually bought the one for 3DS at some point and it wasn't very good. Something like that.
Yeah, there's so many Bust-A-Move games, it's very strange. Like when Taito was still an independent concern, they hadn't been eaten by Square Enix, they would just release like 5 of those a year. Related games, chat and pop. Liquid Kids. Pop and pop. Pop.
Liquid.
Psychic Force Puzzle Tyson. Millennium. DS. Bash. Space. Plus. New.
Liquid Talk.
No. No, we're not doing the therapies. But yeah, the 3DS one seems to actually be the most recent one. This is like the longest span between releases of Bust-A-Move games. Like,
So we're due.
it's been 5 years since the last one. I just remember having Super Bust-A-Move on PS2, and it had like the most hideous box art. It's an awful render of a CG baby wearing sunglasses, and inside the sunglasses are like Bust-A-Move screenshots, and it's blowing a bubble.
I think I remember this.
It's such a bad bit of cover art. I could never understand why it happened.
Is it as baffling as the Phalanx cover art?
The Phalanx cover art is way more baffling, but it's much more like the Phalanx cover art is also much more charming. Whereas this is just upsetting looking.
I used to have a copy of that game.
Also,
I wish I still did.
Just one child that owned Phalanx.
I think
You saw that old man playing the banjo and was like, I want to play that
His
game.
parents got it for him.
yeah, I'm pretty sure my parents found it at like the flea market or a tag sale or something and picked it up. Or maybe I saw it and picked it up. I don't remember.
Phalanx
They thought it was
is not
about
a
playing-
bad game, but it's not remarkable outside of its crazy box art.
Yeah.
Like, Phalanx's box art was someone realizing that no one was able to tell the difference between any of the 5 shooters they could see on the shelf at any given moment, and thus decided to go completely crazy.
And look, here's just an old guy playing a banjo.
It stood out, like, you remember that more than the box art for
It's
Space
true.
Megaforce.
I remember seeing it in the freaking video rental store because back then renting was viable. You'd go to the video rental store and you'd rent a game.
I missed that feeling, but,
I do. Me too. Like, I will admit that was a nostalgic thing I sort of enjoy. I would rent a game with my brother and we'd play some.
but yeah, like, you remember the Phalanx cover more than you remember the frickin'
Yeah, I remember
Space
nothing
Megaforce
about
cover.
that.
Oh yeah.
I remember nothing about Phalanx other than the box art, though.
But like, even though Space Megaforce is a way better game because it's a compile game, but like, Space Megaforce had a generic space shooter cover, so no one played it. I would actually enjoy another shooting game with a banjo soundtrack.
Yes. Phalanx 2. Bring it on.
I don't think Phalanx actually has one, but I do remember that they're like the best ridiculous shooter soundtrack is the one for I'm trying to remember Airzone 2. Let me see if I can find the full title because it doesn't work if you don't have the full title of Airzone 2.
Metroid, die! Oh my god.
Okay, so the sequel to Airzonk was called Super Airzonk Rockabilly Paradise.
Didn't you already kill this Metroid?
And it has a Rockabilly soundtrack. Which is very unique for a shooter.
And no, I did not already kill this Metroid. There's a bunch of the
There's a
generic
lot of
ones like that.
a
It's kind of the base model.
Yeah, you can upgrade from there.
No. I just this room looks very similar to the last one you fought the Metroid in, which is why I was confused.
I'm always fond of characters who were conceptualized based on the existence of a pun. Like Airzonk only exists because in Japan Bonk games were called PC Genshin. And it's like, oh, like, you know, caveman. And like they just changed that to PC Genshin, which made him Electric Man. And so like, oh, he is Bonk but a robot. and like Waluigi only exists because Waluigi and Luigi. He's bad Luigi. That's the entire thought process.
Wasn't that the whole existence of Yokai Watch? I remember being told it was a bunch of puns.
Yeah. Like Yokai Watch its existence is dumb puns.
Oh hey, look, 3 Metroids left. When did that happen?
So I'm curious how Yokai Watch 3 is going to exist in a world where I assume that the dubs do not pretend that it takes place in America. Or, like, I hope that they don't pretend it takes place in America, because otherwise they're boned.
Good question.
Like that's been the best thing I've seen so far.
I hope we get Yokai Watch 3 just because it's Japan Dream, but at the same time...
The Y-Files.
But at the same time, I'm concerned if they imply that Yokai Watch 1 and 2 take place in America, they have run into an issue.
Do they? Because I've never really noticed.
I know they renamed the main character to be like Nate, but
yeah,
that's about it.
I don't think they do, because it's kind of, from what I've played of Yokai Watch, the first one, it's kind of impossible for it to not
it's like
be
the
Japan.
yokai are very obviously not American spirit legends.
Well, it's not just that, it's just like the town and city areas, it's like very Japan.
Yeah.
Like you go up
it's Timataro.
You go up to the mountain and there's a shrine. So, yeah.
That's never stopped anyone in the past.
And also an interesting like graphical detail is whenever you walk into a house, the characters take their shoes off.
Hey, I do that in my actual house. Do I need to tell you about the part of Revelations Persona where they oh yeah, typical American small town USA, here's the Shinto shrine?
Yeah, but that was a long time ago.
I know, I'm just saying, it's never stopped.
Black Mark.
Oh man, like Black Mark is arguably a better design than his Japanese designer, just kind of dope looking. But like the best part about Black Mark is that they also added in the bit where they had a bit where like everyone has to, where you're trying to get into the, where you have to say a password to get into the school, and they made the password the awful rhyming couplet: roses are red, violets are blue, my face is white, so you know I'm true. Which, with the existence of Mark, just sounds ridiculously racist.
Yeah.
That song from the third Yokai Watch preview is still in my head, and it's your Vault Wheels, and you can go to hell.
American Dream.
American Dream.
Did you see the thing from Deus Ex, the video I sent you with Dave?
I don't think I've looked at it because I was busy playing Deus Ex.
You know, the yokai in the third game actually have their own classification called American.
Yeah, Medicon. America! Like, you might as well just translate that as America.
Exactly.
America! Fuck yeah!
Basically.
There you go. Now you save that progress. Basically, I was wrong, and they do mention Malik.
Yeah, I saw that.
And they basically confirm she's alive.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't bother to actually put her in the game, but it's better than nothing.
Like neither her nor Pritchard are in Mankind Divided, but like
Which
you can
is a
certainly
damn
find-
shame. But
Like they came up with the best. Like there is logically not a lot of reason for them to be in this story, so I can understand.
yeah.
So how's them Metroids?
Metroiding.
He's only got one left before they unleash the Metroid lava locks.
Yeah. It's called a Dead Man Switch.
More like green quartz or...
I see what you did there.
No,
Man.
that's actually a trophy.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I really need to, but yeah, no. For some reason, this is like the only thing I've wanted to, like the one thing I want to do to purchase right now is Link to the Past on 3DS. That's all I want at this moment.
Just play Link Between Worlds again.
Just
Yeah,
play
but, like,
Zelda
that's-
2 again.
No.
No, what is
Yeah.
wrong with you? Why would
No.
you advocate
No.
I'm not. I would never
Okay, good,
advocate
because-
that.
But
that?
seriously,
Otherwise, that would be the next episode of Adventures in Platforming. Like that. Would be it.
Never.
seriously, Link Between Worlds. Just play that. It's good.
Yeah, it's good, but I want to play the original flavor of Link to the Past. Oh no, it's mutate.
Metroid Bida.
What? Metroid is evolving.
Metroid Beat and
Bump,
that.
bump, 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 bump. No Pokemon League for you this time. These weird guardians. That's all it is.
Oh, you're establishing the Pokemon League.
Metroid became Cthulhuamon.
Thulemon. Oh, it's hugging you. It love you. Metroid love you.
Looks like Dragon.
Yeah, it is a little tiny Dragon.
Are there any actual larval Metroids in this game?
Probably
Yes.
late. Then.
Yes. Near the Metroid Queen, I believe.
Metroid Queen's just spitting out babies. We were discussing before you came on, like, the sheer, like, environmental irresponsibility of this entire plan.
Yeah, no, it's true.
Like,
But,
well,
like, these things
not
are
well
really
thought out.
we just want this
dangerous,
entire species done.
so we kind of want you to kill them all.
We couldn't
Gotta
just
kill
not
them
go to
all.
this planet.
Metroidmon.
No, stop. Oh man, do you have what it takes? Are we just gonna keep doing this? It's like, is this stream just gonna be until you finish Metroid 2?
No. Whenever I decide to stop playing, which is kind of fun, so I haven't really discovered a natural endpoint. So whatever, we'll keep going.
You should go to a save point, is what you should do.
There isn't much I need to cut out of this video, so it'll be easy to throw up on the YouTubes. So whatever, we'll keep going until we're bored.
Those are all Metroid rooms, and you've been in them.
Yeah.
You can
Ah!
go back once you've saved, so you don't have to, do this again.
Maybe safe. So, Ian, have you cracked open Mankind Divided yet?
No, I have the box open. I haven't started playing it yet.
Staring at you.
I finally got home, and Home was like, "You should play Overwatch." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." And we was just like, you should watch me play. You should watch me play Metroid. And I'm like, okay.
Clearly, the worst part of that decision-making course was playing Overwatch.
No, that's never a bad choice. You were wrong,
No,
sir.
I'm here to be like the grump that doesn't like Overwatch.
It's pretty fun. Like I
So I'm a
don't think I could play it as much as other people play it,
Me neither, but it's good for...
but it's good for a little bit of time every once in a while.
I just don't like Blizzard characters.
They don't really look like most
So
of the
that's why you don't like Hearthstone. Ah,
Also because it's a card game.
it's all about the character design.
Battle game.
No.
All
Card
about
games,
the character design.
Card games are a sin.
No.
I like Gwent.
It's gross, and so are you.
I hear it's basically Hearthstone.
Gwent is Hearthstone, but like it doesn't take as long. And it just
Are you excited for the standalone Gwent
No,
game?
no, I'm not. I don't care about that at all. I was fine when it was just a dumb little mini
there are
game in The
limits
Witcher
here.
3 that you could break open when you had the best cards. I do not care about competitive Gwent.
I feel like that's when they made Triple Triad its own thing, and I was like, yeah, no.
Yeah.
Triple Triad is like the genesis of like many things in life. Final Fantasy VIII is the genesis of much of my hatred, and Triple Triad is the genesis of my hatred of card games.
Listen, Final Fantasy VIII is just like, it's misunderstood, man.
No.
Misunderstood.
No, it's
No,
not.
it's
I
not.
understand it just fine.
No, you don't understand its terribleness.
No, I fully understand its terribleness.
Yeah.
I played through it. I got everything, and I hated every second of it.
Look at them as children. It's just they're sprites, but they're smaller.
They're not sprites, they're models. But yeah,
Okay,
they're
models.
fine.
You know what I mean.
But no, like everything. It's an ill-considered video game that shouldn't be played.
Time compression.
Don't play everything.
Time compression.
Curse all seeds. You got the draw out Griever.
Could someone explain time compression to me?
It doesn't make any sense. Like, compress all of time together so that Ultimacia can come into being faster and rule the world or whatever and never die.
Yeah,
Isn't that what they tried to do again in Final Fantasy, like 13-3 Lightning is back?
It's no, like 13.3's plot is different. Is a different dump.
13 plus
like
3
the-
is that thing you're not supposed to pay attention to while playing the fun game.
Yeah, basically. Like they made a Valkyrie profile game and called it 13.3. But like the thing about it is that like most Final Fantasy plots don't really hold up to proper scrutiny. Like that's just sort of something you accept. Like that's a tradition that dates back to Final Fantasy 1, where like the time loop doesn't seem to do anything. But like FF8 is just unsatisfying because the constituent parts around the nonsensical plot aren't funny either.
Well, it's that, and the way they achieve victory is by doing exactly what the bad guy wants to do to begin with.
But that's what
Makes no
13
goddamn
does as well.
sense.
That happens a lot. That happens
Yeah.
in 13 as well.
Yeah.
It kind of happens as well.
Bad guy 13, I want you to kill me.
12?
Okay,
12
we'll kill
sort
you.
of. Not really, though, because what happens is, like,
12 justifies it more.
12's like, the god people are like, hey, take the god shard again, do the same thing again. And she's like, no. And then,
Yeah.
And then Vane's like, I'm mad about things. And then you beat for some reason, and then you beat Vane, and then things are somehow okay because Vane's dead. And Lars is in charge, and he's like, I guess I'm nicer.
Larson's always seemed like a nice kid. But yeah, like
Like,
most
it's-
Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy 12 is Star Wars. It's really all you need to know.
But yeah, as a broader point, Final Fantasy plots do not typically hold up to scrutiny. 10 makes no sense if you look at it too hard. 9 admits, like, the entire joke is that the last thing you fight at the end makes no sense, and that's the point.
Yeah, just fun.
But let's talk about how the best villain is X-Death.
Oh, I
What?
hate
What? What?
X-Death,
This-
that evil tree.
I know who he is. I'm just I don't understand how he...
Like the thing.
It's a joke, right? You're joking?
Yeah, that was the joke. That was
Okay, good.
the joke.
Just making sure.
The thing is that FF5, because its story is not trying desperately to tell a more complex story, it's actually a much easier to understand and consistent story, even if the consistent story is also dumb as hell. Like, you can't get through that, dude. You need speed boost.
Yeah, I know.
He's thinking he can go
Same,
really
man.
fast in his spider ball form.
But, like FF5 ironically makes more sense than most of them, because again, it doesn't try to tell a super complex story.
Evil tree.
Like, a bunch of wizards got murdered in a stupid forest, and their spirits all possess this stupid tree.
Yep.
And it became the bed of chaos.
No.
Yes.
No.
But in any case,
Fucking bed of chaos, man.
but FF5, like, its plot kind of makes sense. 4's is silly, and you fight the hatred, like, the villain changes so rapid fire at the end of 4, it kind of gives you whiplash, because, like, you fight Golbez, and then, like, it turns out that he was being possessed by Zeromus, and then you kill... No, he was being possessed by Zemus, who then you kill, and his hatred comes out and comes Zeromus, and that's the final boss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His will to dominate all life.
And then, like, let's see, 6, you just, like, you're fighting Gaston, and then Kefka happens, and then, like, it doesn't make perfect sense. It makes Final Fantasy sense. It's good enough. 7, relatively consistent villain. Like, you're fighting Sephiroth the entire time. It's the thing that makes FF7 confusing is the fact that when you think you're attacking Sephiroth, you're actually attacking his mom. But otherwise,
How could that possibly be confusing?
like, it's not helped by the translation not making it clear what's happening. It's a confusing story translated badly.
I was gonna say, you know what the funny thing about Bed of Chaos from Dark Souls is? I'm pretty sure that because that was the last of the bosses I fought, I ended up docking the game at half a point that I really didn't want to.
Yeah.
Just because that was the last boss I fought.
Dark Souls 1 and 3 are better than 2 wheels.
Probably. But I still really like 2.
Also, Bloodborne is better than 2.
Yeah.
No, it is not.
Oh, yes, it is.
Bloodborne is
monster.
trash.
Terrible. You made trash.
Are you kidding? Bloodborne is amazing. It, like, I still might like it the best because
No,
its
we should not
aesthetic
have-
is so good.
I don't want to have this discussion anymore.
I want
No,
my
I
magics.
don't. It doesn't do that.
I don't have my magics.
You were trash, and you need to actually play Bloodborne because you haven't actually gotten very far in it. You haven't even gotten Logarius' wheel.
True.
I'm enjoying the sand clearing minigame.
Oh god. Why? are you
Oh god,
doing
what
this
is it?
again?
That sounds like something from No More Heroes. What is this?
He's just shooting through the sand. Oh, he got the space jump. You're the space boy now.
I hear, like, in this game you can space jump and screws happen really close together.
That makes sense.
Like,
And you're really having a lot of fights with these Kozo statues.
yeah, they really like the Torizo thing.
Yeah, like part of the reason that works in Super Metroid, and this isn't really a major issue, is that, like, but part of the reason that works is that it's super, like, you don't expect it when it happens.
Right.
Are you gonna die here?
No, I'm not. Oh, okay. Okay, what? What? What?
He's going really fast now.
It's just having a power walk.
Just wait for it.
Okay,
Oh, he's
seven.
not done. Now he's. Oh, yeah.
What? Oh, we got a jetpack? What?
This is rad. I don't even
Why?
care if you die. This is awesome. This is like the crane fight.
What is happening?
This is great.
Why did this happen?
This is great.
I am lost.
This is so totally the crane fight. By the way, you need to get out of there. Holy shit!
Oh,
This is amazing.
you're gonna die.
Well, that was unexpected.
What a story. The greatest story ever wrote.
Like, that was really cool. We were just talking about the thing that, oh, Horizon only works once. And then jetpacks.
Yeah, and then jetpacks so
I stand corrected.
Surprise only works once. Speaking of which,
Surprise, motherfucker.
now that I know where that boss is, I should probably explore elsewhere first.
If you say so.
That thing was not easy.
You just need to. You just need to get the right strategy for it. Just with these weird things with their German army helmets.
Listen, some people just like collect radar memorabilia. You gotta accept it.
Okay.
Alright, if I fail to beat this thing again, I'm just gonna end the stream here.
That's the reasonable place.
Yeah.
Getting wrecked is the reasonable place in this.
Getting wrecked. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum.
Okay. That was something else. So now I'm curious what other freaking surprises are in the rest of this game.
What other things in this game hide from you?
Like, that was actually a really cool way to make you use the space jump for the fight you just got the space jump before.
It really was.
Like, I appreciate that level of cleverness. Oh. Oh, no, wait, never mind. He's tricking you.
Get tricked.
This is good, isn't it?
So many missiles.
You can be the missile boy.
Oh, suddenly Metroid is standing beside
Surprise!
Yeah, your pal Metroid.
you. Suddenly
Wants to hang
Metroid
out.
is here to provide you.
Oh, I guess I killed him.
Rip. Just slammed your face into him.
But you didn't get any of the goodies you dropped because you got knocked out of the room.
Yep.
Speed booster.
Yeah, the game's really taunting you with all these speed booster blocks at this point.
Obviously, in case anyone was wondering, not in the
Yeah.
original.
Yeah. Run continuous. So to begin speed boosting. Just certain that these things are actually going to have, like... I'm sure that this game will have just, like, the most evil shine-sparking puppets they can come up with.
Ah, you could have kept running as you were using your missiles.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Oh, and you have to, actually.
That's right. That's what you wanted. Get used to speed boot.
Oh boy, here we go.
Here we go. I think that you will continue to gain. I think this is supposed to teach you that, like, you can still speed boost. Yeah, if you're like, even if you're not actually gaining speed, you will go into speed boost state after running long enough.
Yeah.
Which is true.
That's,
I think every instance
That's an
of
obvious. You're supposed to shine spark. It was expecting you to shine spark.
you did not have what it took to shine spark to shun scoop.
See, the spikes are on either side, sort of discouraging you from space jumping, but Wheels doesn't care.
No.
You're supposed to speed boost through these pipes. That's good.
Oh man, he saved.
He did.
Saved the Game Boy save boy. Wheels is just gonna play this until it's done.
Yeah, he is.
What time is it? Yeah. It's,
I don't know what time it is
Nearly
for
2
you
a.m.
in
your
the-
time.
I don't know how time it is for you in the future. But for us,
He's in the East
it's
Coast there.
52.
It is 1:52.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to that save. Alright. Well, I'm gonna end the stream here.
Alright.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching Adventures in Platforming. Next episode will probably be the promised Mega Man Legends 2.
Yeah.
Unless some other random
Gonna end
fan
up on
remake
the
or something
moon.
comes out.
We're gonna end up on the moon and we're never gonna leave.
Sweet. Well, surely we'll get some sort of resolution in the next Mega Man Legends, right?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
That game that would totally, if it came out, it would totally not be a giant financial boondoggle.
At least,
Certainly not.
at least you'd get off the moon.
And I wouldn't assume that.
Anyway, that's all, folks.